Good evening, I'm Amy Johnson, and this is your NCC News Sports Update. What does it take to be number one? An impressive win over another top 10 team and losses by the top 3 teams could be the formula that will have the Orange in the top spot come Monday afternoon. The last time SU was at number one in the coaches poll was the final poll of 2003 after they won the national championship. The Orange was ranked number one in the AP poll way back in 1989-1990 season. And despite last week's number one Kansas losing to Oklahoma State and Kentucky falling to Tennessee on the road, their high RPIs and strength of schedule could keep the SU out of the top spot. But for now, the Orange are just trying to downplay the hype.
Everybody gonna talk about it though. Nobody pay attention to it. It's kind of hard not to hear it when people talk about it. But if we are the number one team, we still got to take care of business Tuesday.
Our whole model of taking it one game at a time is not giving us time, to really do that. So, and I don't think we want to until we're where we're at ultimately at the end of the season. And that's the national championship. So, we're going to continue to ride this thing out and enjoy it, for what it is. And like I said, to play with this group of guys is something special because, we each really care about each other. So.
One local business is confident SU will be number one. Holy Shirt has already started making We're Number One t-shirts in anticipation of Monday's poll. Holy Shirt is the same company that made the Marathon Men t-shirts after last year's 6 overtime game and the Beat Nova t-shirts for Saturday's game. Too bad they don't get a vote in the polls. One SU team is already number one, the men's lacrosse team. With one win already under its belt, the Orange took on Army today in the Dome. The Black Knights own the all-time series 38-18, but it's the Cuse that's won 7 of the last 8, a record it looked to improve on today. SU and Army, 2 teams with over 700 victories in each program history, and it was the Orange on the attack in the first period. Chris Daniello goes low to get one of his career-best 4 goals to put SU up 2-0, but in the third quarter, Jeremy Baltus, the Baldwinsville native, cuts the SU lead to just 1 with this nice shot high side on John Galloway. And then with under 7 left in the third, Tyler Seymour knots things up at 5. Baltus in on the assist, but that score wouldn't last long as 6 seconds later, Stephen Keogh on the break gets the second of 3 goals to break the tie to put SU up 6-5. And in the fourth quarter, Josh Amadon with the nice move and the sidewinder to put SU up 8-5. They'd go on to win 12-7. And in high school girls action, Fayetteville Manualist taking on CNS in the Class AA semifinals. Alexis Rios in the first quarter putting in 2 to put the Hornets up 5-2, and later in the first off the CNS miss, Brianna Stewart cleaning up the glass for 2. CNS up 8-5 at that point. They go on to win 55-41 and advance. And onto the ice, the Syracuse Crunch have just 19 games left in the regular season. It currently sits at 6th place in the East Division, and the possibility of postseason play is quickly fading. But the Crunch had the opportunity to improve its chances tonight against Springfield. Al the Ice Gorilla happy to see the Crunch going up against one of the AHL's worst teams in Springfield, and very physical in the first as Jonathan Siglet laying some lumber in the corner. Big saves as well as Kevin Lalonde had 18 on the night. And in the second period, Thomas Kanan finds the back of the net to knot things up at 1, but they wouldn't be able to hold on, and the Springfield Falcons would go on to win 2-1, and playoff hopes dwindling for the Crunch. That'll do it for sports. I'm Amy Johnson. Have a good night.